Okay, so today is March 26th, 2019. It has been another week. Where am I this week? All right, well, I'm at home again for once, and life is crazier than it has ever been, and that's saying quite a bit. It's like 2:11 right now, and I just can't sleep. I just finished taking my shower though, and I don't even know where to begin. So I guess with my classes, because that's kind of the center of my life. So my vehicle aerodynamics class had a major assignment that was due yesterday, Sunday, and that was a travesty. I had really hoped to get an A on it, and thankfully I started it like super early because it took longer than I expected to get anything done on it once I started actually writing the paper, which was like Friday, maybe Saturday. But then on Saturday in the evening, I got food poisoning from eating a leftover steak. At least I think I got food poisoning. Amy thought maybe I had picked up the stomach bug that was going around, but I think it was food poisoning because I ate an old piece of meat. I usually like my steaks medium, and that's one of the problems with steak is that if you don't cook it well, it doesn't always kill everything. And if there's anything there and you give it a week to grow, it's going to come back with a vengeance. And then, I don't know, I think part of it wasn't cooked completely done. And anyway, I got sick. I spent 6 hours in and out of the bathroom or in the bathroom mostly and being sick and throwing up my guts and then still being sick. Like, I was so sick, I couldn't even get in and out of bed at one point. Although, to be fair, my bed is like 4 feet off the ground. But still, I should be able to get in and out of bed. But anyway, I got better eventually, but not before it made life very, very difficult for me. So, my paper ended up not being an A paper. Honestly, it's probably going to end up being a C paper. I don't even know. It's terrible. Everything is terrible. And that's just one class. I also had research work that I was supposed to be doing. Dr. Goodarzi talked to me on Thursday. See, I thought it was due last Monday, and that was when I turned it in, and I'm like, it's done. No. He wanted me to um anyway, let's say that there were comments, revisor comments that I kind of glanced at but ignored, and that's the wrong way to do that. So, like, he sat down and he's like, and you should address each of these points. And I'm like, I should have known that, but I, I don't know. Anyway, I did it more or less right this time. I think I may have forgotten the second reviewer's comments, but that's because they were so bland and banal, and I didn't really forget them. It's just that they were about the meshing, and that was something that I got Amin to help me with, so I got him to help me write that. So yeah, totally glad he's one of the authors because now he's actually written small parts of it instead of, just doing the work that was done. Although I guess technically, anyway, it's all good. Everything's on the up and up. And um, anyway, so I was sick. I had to pick, am I going to work on Dr. Goodarzi's paper or am I going to work on this other paper? And I'm like, I have to keep my priorities straight. This other paper is 13% of my grade. Even if it's terrible, I still need to finish it as best I can. So I'm not proud of what I turned in. I'm actually kind of embarrassed by it, but at the same time I'm proud that I turned something in the face of adversity. So there's that. Amy's concerned about me because she says I keep working myself really hard and not letting up, and that's why I keep getting sick, or at least that's what she thinks. I think the reason I keep getting sick is because I'm not working hard enough. Maybe. Anyway, so that's two of my classes. What about my third class? In theory of elasticity, we have a homework due. And it was due like a couple weeks ago, but we're behind in the class, and I thought I was making progress with it, but anyway, yeah, everything I thought I knew about it was wrong. So I'm gonna have to very carefully learn more. So I feel like this past week or so has been kind of a dumpster fire. Oh yeah, and I think the landlord is selling the house out from under us, which is, I mean, kind of it's his decision, but uh, it's one more source of stress in my life. The whole I might not be able to live here, some period of time into the future. But I'm trying to push that the back of my mind because maybe not. I think most of the people looking at buying are kind of like, anyway, I don't even know the details about it. Oh, and my chair. Yeah, maybe you probably can't tell because it's identical to the last chair, but this is sort of kind of a new chair. So I bought a chair at Staples back in January. I don't know if I ever talked about it or not. And I bought it because it was so very, very comfortable. Well, shortly after I bought it, it broke. Like, not that I was doing anything wrong with it, just, I don't know, maybe I'm fat or something and leaned over too hard. Or maybe it was a bad piece of wood, because I think that's more what it is. But anyway, the seat split, not the covering on the seat, the wooden support of the seat inside the leather. The part where nobody would be able to see it to inspect it, at least toward the end. So I leaned over, or leaned back rather. I leaned back and it went crack and progressively got worse and worse. And anyway, I spent a few weeks trying to find my receipt so I could try to take it back and exchange it. And anyway, I went into Staples and I spoke with a manager lady. She did not look nice and friendly, but she was. And that was very good. And so I went in and I spoke with her and I kind of explained my situation. I bought the chair not long ago. It broke, and she was like, "Do you have it with you?" I was like, "No." And she said, "Well, if you bring it, then we can figure things out from there." And I'm like, "That sounds very positive." So that's what I spent my Saturday morning doing, when I was like, "Oh, I was really planning to work Saturday morning, but getting my chair situation fixed was far more important because it's been killing my back, being because I couldn't sit in my chair because it would kill my back. I couldn't lean back at all because it would fall over, and it's just, anyway, the issue was resolved, and technically she she worked it out. So technically I bought the insurance policy that I was entitled to buy on the chair so that I would be able to exchange it, but that's still, I mean, I didn't have my receipt on me, even though I totally bought the chair there. But anyway, she worked it out. Good on Staples. Probably going to need to buy a file cabinet from them because I have so many financial records that need to be in something other than a pile. I just have to figure out what size and where I'm going to put it because I might not even be here. And I don't even know what else has happened. But I am trying to keep my head on straight and push through to the end of the semester because I've got like 5 weeks left. And yeah, I've got to get a whole lot of work done. I may end up sleeping on campus in the lab at some point because that's a normal thing to do, right? But I'm going to get it done because I need to get it done and graduate and get myself a job, one of those nice, cozy engineering jobs that I keep hearing about. I mean, they told me if you just get the engineering degree, you'll get a job, and it wasn't true last time, but I'm hoping it's true this time. Please.